In this video, we will show you how to use our design templates properly to ensure speedy production of your print job. We are using Adobe Photoshop here, but you can open our templates on any graphics application. The main goal will be the same on any application, which is to ensure that any text does not cut off at the moment of cutting the printed job. The reason for this is simply because most jobs are usually printed with many copies up on a large sheet, and then cut down to size at the end. Let's begin. I am using a business card template for this demonstration. All templates require the same method, they are all just in different sizes, depending on the product you wish to use. This white box here is where the important parts your design will go. These are parts of your design that should not be cut off during the cutting process at the end of the print process. This gray outline is where your design's background image will extend to, and any images that you don't mind being cut off will go. This gray area is what we call the bleed area. This area adds a little bit of extra space to the outside of the print size in order to help avoid any paper white showing on the edges of the products when it is cut down to size. For example, if you want your products to look black all the way to the edges, you should cover the entire template with black, including this gray outline area. That way when your product gets cut down to size, the edges will be black or whichever color or background you decide to use. Otherwise, there will likely be a thin, uneven-looking paper white edge on your finished product, giving it an unprofessionally made look. These templates come with guidelines that you can turn on and off in Photoshop. If using a different application, you can easily create your own guideline right above this template and put them right in the center between the white box and the gray outline. Here, I will turn them on so you can see them and you can get an idea of where to place them if using a different application. There are two main methods to use these templates. Method number 1. Let's say I already designed my business card previously and want to be sure that it will print and cut correctly. Here I am opening my previously designed business card file. This file was designed in Photoshop and it has layers, but you can use any application in similar fashion. Here is my open file. I will now begin to drag and drop each layer or layer groups into my template, making sure that the important parts are within the white box or inside the guidelines, and the rest of the design can extend all the way to the edges, outside the guidelines. You will see I am placing the layers in the same location as my original design. I usually like to start from the bottom layer and work my way up. First, I will drag my background image layer and stretch or resize it to fill up the entire template, since it doesn't matter if the background gets cut at the time of cutting. Next, I am dragging the burlap texture layer and also stretching a little to fill the template all the way to the edges, since again, it doesn't matter to me if some of it gets cut off at the time of cutting. Now, I am dragging the three circles, which are a layer group together, and placing them in the same spot as they are on my original design. Notice that these are on the inside of the guidelines, which means that they are safe from being cut off. Next, here I will drag the logo and again, I will place it in the same spot as it is on my original design. This will also be placed on the inside of my guidelines, which means that they are safe from being cut off as well. Now, here I will drag my text layers and place them, making sure that they are also safe from being cut off. Now I am done. Notice that the green background and the burlap texture will be cut off at the edges, but everything else will remain safe. Now you can save this file as a JPG, PDF, PSD or TIFF file and use it when you are placing your order. On a side note, you can also select all your layers and drag and drop them into the template file, all together, and then arrange the design to fit in the template afterwards, if you prefer to do it that way. Method number 2. This method only works in the most recent versions of Photoshop and nowhere else. Let me open a pre-designed business card JPEG file. Here it is. Now what I will do is simply drag the entire JPEG file into my template and center it, like this. Next, I will make a marquee selection around my design. It is important to make the selection a little bit inside of the design, as shown. Next, I will go up to the Select menu, click it and select Inverse. This inverses the selection I just made and selects the outside of my selection. Now, I will go up and click on Edit and then select Generative Fill. There is a prompt dialog box there, but do not write anything. All you do is simply click the Generate button and wait for Photoshop to do its magic. As you see, Photoshop extends the design's edges all the way to the edges of the templates and leaves all important text and images inside, safe from being cut. That is it. Now you can save this file as a JPG, PDF, PSD or TIFF file and use it when you are placing your order. This completes our mini tutorial on how to use our templates.